You know those TV serial scenes where someone fades in slow motion, the camera zooms in 10 times, and the background music gets so loud that the whole house knows something dramatic just happened? Yeah, we laugh at them, call them silly. But let's be real, they've been a part of our lives in one way or another. Even today, I'm pretty sure you've seen your mom, aunt, or grandmother completely glued to these shows. And not just watching, they'll even sit and discuss as if it's real life. For us, it's Netflix, web series, and YouTube. But for them, these daily soaps are still the real deal. On the surface, it all looks dumb and over the top. Yet somehow, people just can't stop watching. So, why do millions of people get hooked on something they openly admit is nonsense? How do these serials manage to control emotions so well that people laugh, cry, and even fight over fictional characters? And what if I say that the very tricks that make your mom cry over a fictional bahu are the same ones businesses like Netflix and Amazon Prime have secretly used to make you buy, subscribe, and stay hooked to their platforms? These shows not only serve entertainment, but hidden inside these melodramatic slow motion scenes are powerful business lessons that could completely change the way you think about growing your own business. But before I show you how, let me warn you the money and psychology behind these shows will make you look at both TV serials and billion-dollar brands very differently. That's what we're going to do to uncover in this video. Hi, this is Hiran and welcome to Level Up with Hiran. You might have thought that these TV serials might have low budgets, long working hours with low paid actors doing some idiotic scenes. But let me tell you, how much these TV serials are investing is more than a full-fledged movie costs. For example, the historical epic Porus holds the record as India's most expensive TV show with a budget of 500 crore rupees, surpassing films like Bahubali 2, which had a budget of 250 crore, and Brahmastra, which was 350 crore rupees. Each episode cost approximately 1.7 crore to produce, spanning 299 episodes that showcase massive sets, advanced VFX, and thousands of extras for battle scenes. Indian TV serials represent one of the most profitable segments of the country's entertainment industry, generating revenues that often exceed major Bollywood productions. The Indian media and entertainment sector reached 2.5 trillion rupees in 2024, with television maintaining a substantial share despite digital media's growth. Now think about this. If Bollywood spends 350 crores on a movie that runs for 3 hours, why would anyone spend 500 crores on a TV show? Unless they know something about making money that the rest of us don't. What exactly are they saying that we are blind to? And the reason why these TV serials are famous amongst our parents' generation is the core objective of the serials. These serials are purely dependent on the orthodox thinking or socially acceptable moral standards, which makes them more acceptable amongst the parent generation. Let me share some examples to explain this better. The ideal Bahu is portrayed as obedient, soft spoken, endlessly sacrificing, overly adorned in jewelry and ethnic outfits, and caring for every family member, suppressing her own needs. The narrative generally discourages women from working after marriage, glorifying the idea that the ideal woman's primary role is that of a housewife, defining a perspective that a woman's ideal place is in the kitchen. Then Ekta Kapoor serials like Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi established a template where family disputes, mostly caused by a dominating sass, are normalized. Women are shown as continuously in emotional conflict, often undermining each other rather than cooperating, and defining a perspective that औरत ही औरत की दुश्मन है, मर्द नहीं. Regardless of what they define, the important part is how do they make millions with all these weird concepts? What exactly makes these shows so addictive? Let me break down the secret formula, and trust me, it's way more calculated than you think. First, they always center everything around a big joint family. Why? Because most people either live in one or remember living in one. It feels familiar, like home. Then they add melodrama, lots and lots of it. Every conversation becomes a life or death situation. Every misunderstanding becomes a family crisis. They take the most basic human emotions, jealousy between women, mother-in-law problems, husband-wife fights, and just stretch them out forever. A simple argument that should last 5 minutes will last 5 episodes. And remember those weird plot twists, babies getting swapped, people coming back from the dead, pregnancies that last years. That's not bad writing, that's genius psychology. When something is so absurd that it shouldn't make sense, your brain gets curious. You keep watching just to see how ridiculous it can get. Just imagine doing exactly this to your brand. And you might not believe me, but this is exactly what brands like Balenciaga do. They make such absurd products that you just cannot ignore them. and you are further curious to check out what other absurd products do they really own. They occupy that mental real estate, which is way more expensive than even actual real estate. And the real magic happens with the characters. They make women suffer beautifully. The more a female character sacrifices, cries, and endures, the more viewers love her. They figured out that many viewers see their own struggles reflected in these characters. These shows basically hold up a mirror to society's expectations and say, see, this is how a good woman should behave. And for viewers who already believe this, it feels validating. It makes them feel like they're on the right side. It feels like comfort food for the mind. Even when people know it's not healthy, they cannot stop consuming it because it makes them feel understood.
Side note, I think this sounds like alcohol.
And this formula works so well that scientists have actually measured what it does to people's brains. And when you see the research, you'll realize these shows aren't just entertainment. There's something way more powerful. Television serials employ sophisticated psychological techniques that create genuine addiction patterns in viewers. When binge watching favorite shows, the brain continuously produces dopamine, creating a drug-like high that reinforces continued engagement. This neurochemical response generates pseudo-addiction as viewers develop cravings for dopamine, explaining why audience becomes emotionally dependent on their daily soap opera doses. Research reveals that excessive TV watching, more than 4 hours per day, increases the risk of dementia by 28%, depression by 35%, and Parkinson's disease by 16%. The cognitive impact extends beyond immediate viewing, with studies showing that every extra hour of daily TV watching between ages 30 and 50 correlates with 0.5% reduction in grey matter. So they're literally changing brain chemistry like a drug. And these very techniques they use to create this addiction are being used by companies you interact with every single day, and you have no idea it's happening. But regardless of how it negatively impacts us, I know you are here to know why they are so important for us from a business point of view. To some point, if you observe, these TV serials are majorly dependent on emotional manipulation techniques. There's a reason why I'm focusing so much on this emotional manipulation. TV serials masterfully employ the same psychological strategies that are used in marketing and behavioral economics. Think about it. Netflix autoplay, Instagram's infinite scroll, YouTube's next video recommendations. They all learn from these TV serials. But if you can decode this manipulation playbook, you can flip the script and use it ethically in your own business. First, keep people curious. Every episode ends with a cliffhanger. Something dramatic is about to happen, but they don't show it. Viewers are forced to come back tomorrow. Businesses do the same thing in marketing. Instead of revealing everything at once, you drop hints, build suspense, and leave people wanting more. Second, play with emotions. One scene makes you cry, the next makes you angry, and suddenly you're laughing. Serials are a roller coaster of feelings. Small brands use this too, whether it's creating urgency, like only one seat left, showing social proof, like 10,000 people already joined, or making you feel proud of your choice. But there's a catch. If you overdo it, people feel tricked. And if you balance it well, they trust you forever. Third rule is be consistent. Serials air at the same time every day. That habit is what keeps people glued. Businesses that stay consistent, whether through daily posts, weekly updates, or even product launches, build the same loyalty. Consistency is way more powerful than one viral hit. Fourth, build a community. Ever noticed how families watch serials together and then gossip about the characters like their neighbors? That's pre-word of mouth marketing. Businesses can create the same vibe by building communities, reviews, fan groups, or even simple testimonials. When people see others enjoying something, they want it too. Fifth rule, stretch your content. The same storyline in a serial drags on for years. Similarly, in a business, you can also use the same products in every season or repurpose them with a little alteration, especially if you have seasonal products. And in fact, you can do the same for your content too. One YouTube video can become Instagram clips, blog posts, newsletters, and ads. If you do it right, one piece of work helps paying you back again and again without much effort. Sixth rule, tap into emotional needs. Nobody watches a serial for logic. They watch it because it gives them comfort and escape from stress. Customers also don't buy just for the features. They buy because it makes them feel certain emotions like safety, happiness, or confidence. If you tap into emotions, you'll always win. Just like what Labubu does or what Apple does every single time. 7. Create healthy routines. Serials become part of your daily life. People literally plan evenings around them. Businesses can design the same dependency. Think about your morning coffee brand or your favorite fitness app or even that one YouTube creator you never miss. Once you become a routine, you become irreplaceable. And here's the ultimate truth: business isn't just about products, it's about people. And people don't really buy things, they buy emotions, identity, and belonging. TV series have mastered this game, and that's why they survived for decades. So, what exactly can we learn from there? First, you have to know your audience inside out. Serials work because they speak directly to the emotional world instead of the viewers. Even if content feels like junk food entertainment, it connects. Look at Netflix. It studies what you watch and then recommends shows that perfectly match your mood. Same with Coca-Cola's open happiness campaigns. They're not selling a drink, they're selling a feeling. If you don't know your audience, you'll always miss the mark. Next, stick to formulas that already work. Serials repeat the same tropes again and again. Marriages, family fights, dramatic twists. Sounds repetitive, right? But it works. Similarly, in business, consistency beats constant reinvention. A simple, repeatable formula can make you unstoppable, even if critics complain. For example, Apple launched the new edition almost every year, and we clearly cannot see the difference between each edition because the changes are so minute that we can't even notice it. But still, people stand in lines day and night to buy the new version of iPhone. Why? Because Apple has consistently built the system and people feel proud to be a part of it. And finally, use cultural norms smartly. Serials thrive because they lean on cultural beliefs even if some are outdated. Brands also do this. Think about Amul ads in India. They constantly tap into current events, festivals, and everyday culture. Nike leans on sports culture, turning just do it into a mantra for confidence. The trick is using culture to connect with people's values without crossing into manipulation. If you sit for just 5 minutes and observe around you, you will see just so many of your everyday brands play by this exact same rule book. So, after all of this, let's face the truth. The same serials we call illogical or time pass, they're not silly mistakes. They're carefully designed systems. They've cracked the code of human psychology and they are using it to print money while keeping millions emotionally hooked. The next time you laugh at a dramatic slow motion scene, ask yourself, if something so ridiculous can control millions of minds, then what is stopping me from using the same formula to grow my own empire? Well, that's the part of serials. That's the part of psychology. And now, that part is in your hands. Thank you so much for watching. If this opened your eyes, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more such interesting business strategy ideas. It really also motivates our team. Also, drop in a comment if you ever thought about this angle when you were watching Anupama with your mother. I will see you next week. Ciao for now.